Welcome to the fifth video of Chess Trap Series. This video is in continuation of our fourth video. If you haven't watched out that video, link is in the description. You should definitely check out that video. So let's begin a beautiful checkmate trap. Game starts with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, Italian game. Black play bishop c5, Giuoco Piano, c3, preparing to attack center in the next move. Knight f6, d4, e takes d4, c takes d4, bishop b4 check, knight c3. This pawn is undefended. Black grab this pawn, white castle. You can easily see that black is in huge advantage here, right? In the previous video, we have seen what are the traps if bishop takes c3. In this video, we will see what are the traps if knight takes c3. So knight takes c3, b takes c3, bishop grab the free pawn, and as you can see, this is not the great move. I mean, it's an inaccuracy, I guess. And black threatens to take the major piece rook. But white simply ignored it and play Queen b3. Trap number 1. Suppose black will think white is going to attack on f7 pawn, and in this way black will lose the right to castle, right? So what black did? Black just castle here, and this is a huge blunder. Black is losing a piece here, and white is a piece up, and he can easily convert this into a win. So this is the first trap idea. But obviously nobody is that much fool. So black will most probably, I mean 99% or 90%, he is going to take a1, I mean the rook, the major piece. That's also a blunder. That's also a blunder. And the trap starts with the bishop takes f7, the check. Now here black has two moves to move on e7 or f8. Suppose he played e7, I mean king e7, and it's a it's a blunder. It's a mate in 10. If you found the mate in 10, it's superb. Like rook e1 check. Now it's a mate in 9. See, black has 3 squares to move. If he move here, white can easily give a check in just one move. But if he move there, white will give the check by bishop from here. Then the only move black king can go is there. Then white queen will give check from here, and then the only move for this king is to g4. Then white queen can easily give check from here, and it's now a mate in 3, right? But what if this king is going to on f8? Now it's mate in 9. You have to found the mating pattern. The first trap is bring back your bishop to h5, and this is a mate in 1 square, so black has to defend it. So first of all, he will push this d5 pawn. You can easily grab because black can't take this because of the mate in 1 threat, right, by the rook. So, in the next he can also push this bishop. You can easily grab this. Now he will try to exchange, but you will give the check. He will try to exchange again, but you can give the check from here, and most probably he will do something for the knight, then with the pawn, or finally he has to retreat back, then check. This has then no square, then it's a mate. So this is mate in 9. But I know most probably you can't find mate in 10 or 9 here, right? So the best idea is to win the queen. By playing, white can easily win this queen. He has to move, and he has to move to the f8 because we have seen this is mate in 1. So white can easily grab this pawn, and grab this queen. So white is obviously going to win this match easily. So moving this king to e7 is a bad idea. So he moved this to f8. Then simply white is going to play g5, winning this queen, attacking on this queen. Black has two possible ideas here, either to go for the opposite attack or just defend this, just block this attack. Let's suppose first, what if he goes for the second attack? Here white can't take this because then white is going to lose this bishop. So the best move is just to give a check. Here black king might take this, but you win the queen. And if bishop goes to take this, then just give a check. He will go somewhere like this. You can easily grab this bishop, and this black king can't take this. And if he take, there is a fork incoming, and if he move there, then it's just a piece. White is queen up, bishop and the rook, and the black has rooks that are dead, inactive, and the bishop is just dead, locked. So white can easily win from here, right? So playing this is not a great idea. So let's suppose he blocked this. So if he blocked this, then white can play his knight to e5 and preparing to give a checkmate from here, right? So the best move that black can play is to grab this pawn. He will grab this pawn and activate this bishop. In the next move, what should white do here is to mate, is to classify a mate in 1. For that reason, this knight was placed here. He just moved one step ahead, and this can't take. Black can't take this knight because it's a mate in 1. It's a mate in 1 by protected by his knight. So he can't take this. What does he play? He can play d5 to block this queen, but queen can give a check from f3. Now this king has two ideas here. Either black can play this knight over there. So let's suppose he play his knight. It's also a move. He can play his knight. Then simply white will grab this. White will grab this. There is a beautiful queen there. So white will just grab this beautiful queen. And if beautiful queen, then black can grab this bishop because this is the hectic bishop. This can be grabbed. Now white can give a forky check. He will move to g8, I guess, and then check from here. He can move to h7, I guess, and then you can easily win this rook. So king will take this, and white is obviously far ahead and better with his piece power and a queen. So obviously playing knight to this is not a good idea. So that's why he play bishop to f5, and then white will just grab this bishop. Black grab the same. Now white give a check, the discovered check. Then what are the ideas for black here? He can block this. He can easily block this, or he can block by the knight, or he can move the king, right? Suppose he moved his king to e8. That's a mistake, very bad mistake. It's a mate in 1, right? So moving queen is a bad idea, right? Moving king is a bad idea. So the next idea is knight to f5. Suppose he plays knight to f5. Now winning a queen is a better idea, of course. Suppose this rook grab this bishop, then queen can easily grab this, and with a check he has to move. Suppose he moved there, then just he can easily grab this pawn, and white is obviously better. Plus 11, you can see the engine, right? And the third idea is this bishop. This bishop can block. I mean bishop f6, this bishop can block. Then white take this bishop easily, and there is a trap again here. If black will take this, suppose g takes f6, then it's a blunder and mate in 2. He has to move, it's a mate in 2, right? So there is a trap here. King has to move the only square. Then bishop takes g7 and ready to attack on this rook. And suppose rook try to defend, so rook can't go here. I mean this is obviously a most stupid blunder. So rook maybe try to go here, but that's again a mate in 1, right? So moving rook is not a good idea. So maybe the best idea here is moving queen to d6, right? So if this, then give a check. King has to move, right? Then win the bishop, I guess. Then you can see there is a mating threat here. I mean it's just a mate in 1. So black king has to make a escaping square. Suppose he play c6, then white, this move by white, I mean it's a mate in 8, and white will sacrifice this bishop, bishop e5. Suppose queen take it, and then queen to e7. I mean queen can give a check. He has to move, then again check, the only square he has to move, then again check. King queen can, then there are 2 squares, suppose he move there, then it's a mate. So this is a force mate. So we have discussed many trapping ideas in Italian. If you have any suggestion, or if you found any mistakes in my video, please suggest or comment down. I will improve myself because I'm also a chess player. I'm open to suggestions. Thank you.